Blooming time zones, eh?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's another Tony and Ruff Plays. And this time we are teaching or learning. I'm still learning the game. I've played a couple times with Mike here. We are playing The Last 100 Yards. So Ruff did not get to sleep with his rulebook like he was planning. So he's going on this. Now, I will tell you that it is not a hard game by any means. It's just different. Once you figure it out, once you play a turn or two, you really understand it. So it's one of those really cool different systems. It's another tactical systems. And Ruff, how many more tactical systems do we need?
Oh, just one more.
Just one more, exactly. Yeah. So the more we have, the better it is. I'm really heading towards the tactical, and the more I play tactical, the more I enjoy it, and also the more I learn. So we're going to play.
I'll just say I love the fact that some of them are so different, like this, and fighting formations is different to lock and load, and I love it.
And different. What's the other one by Flying Pig? Why can't I think of it? Old School Tactical's different too. It's got a different view to it too, and I really enjoy it. So, but I think we might get a lot of people in here. We have Jeff, have this series, but haven't cracked it open yet. Should be interesting. Yep.
Join the club, Jeff.
Yep. Well, Ruff, you cracked it open now, so
I'm looking forward to it. So I've got it all. Hi, Dwayne.
Dwayne's in there. We got Meandering Mike. So say hi, guys, as you come in. We're already up to 7 people watching, so I think a lot of people want to learn this game and want to play it, and I totally understand. After playing it a couple times with a couple sessions with Mike, and this week was crazy, so we didn't. I don't even want to go through what I went through this week, but it's all there. So.
Groucho.
We got Eric, we got Groucho. So come on in, say hi, and enjoy, because this is going to be fun. Now, what I'm going to do...
teaching me from scratch. I haven't had time to read the rule book, so they're teaching me. So it'll be good, I think, for anybody that hasn't got a clue about the game. This isn't a playthrough. This is a teach rough.
Yeah, and we're playing, just so you guys know, we're playing mission number 1. Probably can't see that too well, but we're going to play mission number 1. And one thing that I've noted that I know is that as you play the scenarios, they add more to it. So Mike was telling me how great the mortars are in this game. So I can't wait to get to some mortars and stuff like that. So
yeah, it'd be cool.
We're pretty bare bones on this one.
Yep. Yeah. Mike, thanks for joining us, and I appreciate you helping out. I know you like to teach as well and get more people playing different games, and the more people we have playing games, the better off it is, for sure.
This man's brain is something else. The amount of games in it, and he designs them and develops them. This man is not from this planet.
I just like hanging out with you guys. I have no idea why, but
because we're fun. We like to take the Mickey out of each other.
That's it.
Yep. Yeah, and we have no problem with that, and we do that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put the full screen and not worry about our ugly mugs, because that's not what's here. And one thing I will say I love about this game, the maps are gorgeous. They are absolutely beautiful. They are, aren't they? I think they're a good standard. And not to knock my ATS or ASL so much, but those maps are so old and so the same. It's nice to see some absolutely gorgeous artwork. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to flip it over to my screen so that way we can enjoy it. So if anybody's got any questions, put them up. We'll try to get to them, and I'll try to remember them. I'll try to make a note of them, and we can get them up and answer any questions that we need. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. So Mike, do you want to just go through the counter? I'll highlight a counter so that way we've got Ruff over here. We can kind of let's see if I can zoom in on a counter a little bit better than what I've got. So
okay, which one are you going to go over?
Probably the squad underlaying. So we'll go into the German section because it's pretty close here.
All right, Ruff. So let's take a look at the first squad, second platoon. Up at the top left, you have a yellow -2. Disregard that. That is for anti-vehicle warfare. So that's their number when they want to take on tanks and stuff. So don't have to worry about that. The top right number is a 1 for first squad. Looking down below the yellow 2, you have a blue 2. That is your close assault number. So the higher the number, the better. Most of them are either 1, 2, or 3. You have a few 3s in the game. And those numbers are used when you go to melee hand to hand. Okay.
Right. Yep.
So now we'll look at the bottom numbers. We talked about the one in the middle, but for everybody, the middle colored numbers have a colored circle around them. This is the second company for the Germans, and that everything black is part of second company. So this has the second platoon and third platoon from the second company, and each platoon is then divided into 3 squads and a leader. The other numbers, the one on the left, the green one on the left, is your firepower versus infantry units, soft targets. The little number in green next to it is your range. So for you, you have a firepower of 1 and a range of 10. Okay?
Right.
And then the cohesion number is the number on the bottom right.
So that's like morale and training and all that.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Yes. So like if you sustain a hit, you're probably gonna have to. There's a possibility you might have to roll on that cohesion, or if you try to rally troops that are disrupted, you'll have to roll that number or less to rally them.
So basically, the stuff on the left-hand side is attacking stuff, and the stuff on the right-hand side is like defensive stuff.
It is. And then you also have one machine gun unit down at the bottom.
Uh-huh.
That machine gun unit is attached to either of your platoons, second or third. And whoever he is closest to, when it's time to activate, he activates with that platoon.
Right.
So if he's close to one of your second platoon guys, he'll activate with them. If he's closer with the third platoon guys, he'll activate with them, but not both.
Right.
Okay?
So he's like a free agent. He'll use his machine gun wherever it's needed, closest.
Yeah. He's an ad hoc unit, right? He's a attachment to your platoon. So that's the anatomy of a unit. You do know there's like no movement, right? So,
yes, I was just going to ask that. What's the movement?
So it depends on the activation, and we will go into that when we get to that.
Okay.
Just a quick thing. There are 2 states that you can be in during a game turn. When I say turn, I say that very loosely because there are no actual turns in this. When we start an activation cycle, we're going to see who has the initiative and who does not have the initiative. So when you have the initiative, you can do more. You can move farther than when you don't have the initiative. And you'll be able to initiate more things when you have the initiative than when you don't. And official in the game is you're the initiative player or you're the reaction player. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about the sequence of play very quickly. I won't go into great detail here because we'll go through it, slowly as we start to play. But the first thing we're going to do is you're going to do the initiative phase. You're each going to roll a die, and you're going to possibly add a modifier to that. And in this scenario, the modifiers are, we bring up the missions, initiative. The Germans have a +2 initiative.
Quite right.
And what that means is if you had the initiative on the previous turn, you may add to your initiative roll for the present turn.
Oh, so it's not it's the first turn is just as is, and then whoever wins, I get a +2 next time.
You automatically have the initiative for the first turn.
Oh, right. So I'll get that +2 next time.
You'll get it
Yeah.
next time. And if
Yeah.
you lose it to Tony, then the next time you guys roll, you won't get that +2.
Ah,
Only you get it when you had it on the previous turn.
right. Gotcha.
Okay. So that's how that works. So after we decide who has initiative, and we know it's you on the first turn, then you're going to do a thing called coordination. Normally, when you have the initiative, like you do now, Ruff,
Yeah.
you will get to activate your platoons. And Tony will be the reaction player. He will react to the things that you do. And the first thing what you do is when you roll for coordination is normally you can activate one platoon at a time. When you activate a platoon, you do everything with the platoon that you want to do for its activation cycle, and then you pass for reactions to Tony.
Right.
And then Tony will do his reactions and pass it back to you if you would like to do reactions.
I
And
see.
this will go back and forth until you both pass. And when that happens, the activation cycle is done, and we move on to other stuff in the sequence of play. And we'll get to that in a second.
Just real quick, the coordination table, Ruff, is on that same page.
I've got it. I've got
yep,
it there.
okay.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
basically what it allows you to do is if you gain, which is an 8 through 10, if you gain coordination, you have the choice. You may activate 2 platoons at the same time if you'd like.
Ah,
You don't have to. It's not mandatory, but you're allowed to. And in certain circumstances, you're going to want to do that. In others, you may not want to do that. Okay?
right.
All right, so that's coordination. That's all of the initiative phase. And then we go to activation, just like I told you. And I will come back to the activation because that's the heart of the game. After you do all of the activation, move, shoot, rally, recover, it's called in this game. Sorry if I get some of the terminology wrong, but it's all kind of the same thing. I'll try to.
This is the problem, isn't it, when you play
I know.
that?
I'll try to be good about it, but so you'll do all your movement, you'll do all of your firing actions, and you'll do all your recoveries. And then when you're all done, as the initiative player, you're all done, and the reaction player is all done, we move on to the fire resolution. So you're not going to get to see the outcome of your firing until it's all said and done, which is a very interesting mechanic, right?
Yeah.
This game has a lot of covering fire where you'll fire some of your guys to suppress your enemy and then move other guys up in advance. And it's all happening at the same time. And
So everything's happening simultaneously. You plan it piece by piece, but it doesn't happen until you've finished all that, and then it all happens at once.
Yeah, and then you do all that fire resolution. And you're hoping that you did good, right? You didn't need the guys that are running out in the open with their pants around their ankles, right?
Yeah. Watch this space.
Yep. So we'll do all of that, and then we will do all the assault resolution, where you actually move into an opponent's hex and do melee combat. After that is mortar fire adjustment phase. We won't get into any more stuff. We have no mortars, but we'll save that for the next time to play. Then we determine the time lapse. The initiative player will roll on this time lapse table and see how many minutes pass. So it could be either 2 to 5 minutes per activation.
Because this game, as we were saying in the green room, doesn't have turns. You have a certain amount of time to do this, and you're using up time, or you're making time because you found a shortcut to do this stuff. Once you've used the time up, you've lost. Yeah.
If the game will end, this game will end at 46 minutes or more.
I'm not sure if anybody's aware of that. I wasn't. It's not done on turns. It's done on minutes.
Yeah, it's one of the things I really like about the game. I think it's
crazy,
very unique. and you never know how many turns you're going to get right. Because if you roll a bunch of low numbers and you're only going 2 minutes every activation, you're going to get a lot of opportunity to do what you need to do. But if you're rolling 9s and 10s and you're rolling 5 minutes, you're going to become under, great pressure to get it done.
That means you're hesitating if you think about the narrative.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
yeah, it's very unique in that way.
Kyle Holmes says, quick question as a really clean on this, but I'm purely a solo game. It plays solo quite well.
That's why I got it, Cole.
The only thing it does have is like hidden units, but I don't ever play with it. When I'm doing it solo, I just don't do hidden units. It's not a big deal. I really enjoy it solitaire. I think it plays really well not solitaire, solo, right? There is
a difference between
But yeah, for solo play, I think it's very good. It's not a solitaire game though. Solitaire to me is a game that's designed to be played by one person. Playing a 2-player game, that's playing it solo.
You're playing two-handed, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, but it does solo pretty well. I can see and hidden setup. Yeah, that's not that big of a deal. It doesn't break the game.
You kind of have to overlook that.
There's ways around that if you want to do it. Yeah.
And then after that, we'll do a cleanup phase, which is just basically administration stuff. We're going to get rid of, some things, and you clear up the game board and get it ready for the next turn.
Right.
Let's go back to the activation phase. So, Ruff, why don't you go ahead and roll 1 10-sided die and see if you get coordination or not.
There you go. Gareth's got the right idea. Just do it randomly. Yeah. Gareth's a great fan of this game.
He can keep us honest with the rules. Because I've been playing some other ones, and sometimes I get a little confused.
Tell me about it.
Go ahead, Ruff, roll a die 10 and see if you get coordination or not. You're looking for 8 or better.
Just what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the amount of die. Oh, it's different colors, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's you're going to roll 4 dice with different colors. Just roll the one single die. Whoa!
Oh, he gets coordination.
Well, okay. So, Ruff, you have a choice. You can activate both platoons if you want, or you can activate just one platoon. Now,
I'm not sure what I'm doing, and you're here, Mike, to gently tell me that's not quite correct. Ruff, do something. But it might be good to activate both because I want to get them on the board, yeah?
I don't think it's really going to matter at this point, to be honest with you. You're pretty far away, and you can just go ahead and activate them both and just get them going because you're not going to get a lot of incoming fire on this turn.
So what is the stacking limit?
So if you look at your combat table button.
Oh, hold on. Combat tables. Hold on. Yeah.
So look at that, and then look at the where's it at?
So I've got the real thing here. I prefer the real thing.
It's the last one: recovery, concealment. Blind hexes and stacking limits are below that.
It's the back, or it's inside. Rough.
I've got it. It's on the back. Yeah, it's on the back of the bifold. Yeah.
So you can see there, stacking limits: number of units allowed per hex. Squads 3, machine guns 2. You can have a towed gun, 1 fortified, and 2 vehicles.
Right.
Now, just because you can have all that doesn't mean it's good to have all that.
No, it's easier to hit, like most games when you.
If you overstack, then you're going to take a penalty when they're shooting at you.
Yeah.
So basically, 4 steps. So each full unit is 2 steps. Okay? So when a full squad takes a hit and they have to take a casualty, you will replace them with a half squad. So a full squad is 2 steps, a half squad is 1 step. If you have more than 4 steps in a hex, then you're going to take a penalty. So 2 squads at max is safe.
It's good. It's sort of
It's
right.
safe. But if you get shot, the hex is getting shot at, not an individual unit.
Right.
So when you get shot, the best cohesion unit has to take if there's a role that's needed, the best cohesion unit will take that role.
Yeah.
And if they fail the role, then everybody else in the stack is going to have to take a cohesion.
Right.
If they pass, they're going to be okay.
So the leader has benefits for cohesion.
Yes.
It's going to help you when if you put a leader that has a higher cohesion than your than any of the squads with him, then the attacker is going to have to subtract 1 from his attack die when he attacks you.
Right.
They're also going to help you in other ways in the game. We'll kind of get into them when you get there. They're also really important when you don't have initiative, because you're real limited as a reaction player what you can do and who you can activate. And if they're with a leader, it makes it easier for you to activate them as a reaction player.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Your movement allowance, you have 2 different types of movement allowance. That's what you're going to do now. You're coming on the board. You're gonna activate like second platoon, and you're going to give each squad in second platoon an order, and that order is going to be either shoot, move, or recover. And of course, you're going to move because you're not on the board.
And what is the movement allowance?
3 movement points if you use movement points, or 2 hex max.
Regardless of the terrain.
Yep. That's what I like about it. And you have to declare it before you do it.
Yeah. I tell you what, Mike gave me a bit of advice before we started this. He said, take out of your head every other game you've played, tactical game, because this is a little different. Don't get mushed up with other games you've played. And you're quite right, Mike.
Yes, it's very good. So another, you've got that difficult terrain, and maybe you don't have enough movement points, like to go from 1 woods hex and go through 2 wood hexes, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have enough. So let's say you were in D 11, and you move straight ahead. I'm sorry, G11, and you go into G10. If you're using movement points, that would be 2 movement points would get you into there. And then you don't have enough movement points to go into another wood hex. But if you use the 2
movement hex,
you get to go into both of them. Out here in the open, you use movement points, right? So you can go 3 hexes out in the open.
Now,
rather than movement points.
Let me just clear up. Rather
than the other one.
Yeah, but I am the attacker or defender?
You are the attacker.
So where is Tony, or do I not know?
You don't know. He's set up hidden.
Rotter.
So he's somewhere out here. You know what he's trying to defend.
Yeah.
So, you can make an educated guess, which will probably be not too educated, but.
Thanks, Mike. Right, I'll get me coat. See you later, guys.
I'll be here all week.
So, what we're thinking is I've got to take over 5 buildings and a church, which is the cross-shaped one, I assume.
Right. And remember, you can get E1 really easy, right? And buildings only cost 1 to go into. So you could just run a squad straight into E11 and take it on this first round.
Yeah, so we'll do that. So
pick a platoon to activate. Are you going to?
You must activate 1 platoon and use them only.
Right.
So you're going to activate second?
Sorry, Mike. What?
Are you going to activate second?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shouldn't I?
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't.
Okay. I didn't think so, but
you probably want to keep them together, right? If you're gonna
keep the two platoons together. Yeah.
If you're gonna have second go down south, and you're gonna have third go up on the top and
On
across.
the maybe. Hold on. He's in the room. Shush, Mike.
I can see what you're doing.
I don't see what you're doing. So,
I'm joking. Right. So, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll keep. Well, actually, no. I think what I'll do is use second platoon to go north. I think.
Look at your two different platoons, right?
Yeah.
Second, look at their cohesions, right?
Yeah.
Second platoon's got a 6-6-6. Your other one has a 5-6-7.
So you think it's going to be a harder gig for the second platoon going south? Yeah. So we need higher cohesion.
I don't know. I mean, it's interesting the way that it's kind of laid out in front of you.
This is why I'm rubbish at tactics, but obviously why I love it. Yeah, because you have to. Yeah. So all right, we'll go back where we were. We'll activate the third platoon.
And there's no opportunity fire in this game. Wherever you end up now, I should explain
Reaction fire, isn't it?
I should tell you how Tony works. Tony is the reaction player. And he cannot do anything with any of his units. Let me rephrase that. He may react with units that actually see one of your units do something.
Yeah.
So if you run and he has a line of sight to where you ran and you ran through it, he saw you move, he will be able to react, do a full reaction with that unit.
So it's like an Overwatchy type of thing.
Exactly. And he'll take but he is restricted. He can shoot at anything that he sees do something. He can maneuver if he sees something do something, but he is at a 2 movement point, 1 hex max. So you're a 3-2, he's a 2-1. He gets 2 movement points or 1 hex max.
Why is there a difference?
Because he's the reactionary player.
Right. But that will swap when I'm the reactionary player. If
you're a reactionary player, you have those restrictions.
Right. So I'm asking these questions because I know nothing about this game, and there might be some people watching that know nothing about this game that think, yeah, I want to play it.
Yep.
So far, I love it. Right. So we've got squad 3.
Yeah, just get him going. He can't shoot at you. If you're going to run in that building,
I can move now, yeah?
Yep.
Yes.
We're going to move 1, 2, 3 into the building, yeah?
Yep. You going to put anything else in there with him?
I'm going to put another squad in there just to give it a bit of oomph. 1, 2, 3. That's fine, isn't it?
Yep.
And then we've got the leader and... Oh, is that what I've got?
That for second platoon, yes.
Yeah.
You want to give the machine gun to second platoon.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
I think I will. Right. And so we'll move. Now then, do we do creepy crawlies? See, he could be in F6, couldn't he? How'd you put the ring of death thing on here?
Unfortunately, they don't have that.
What? Have a word with Mike Dennison, please.
It doesn't work in this game, which is very irritating.
Yeah. Because he might have somebody in F.
If you put your mouse over a hex in the center, it'll enlarge the hex number. We can call it out.
Oh, F6, yeah. So he might have somebody in F6, you see. So if I creepy crawly down the bottom there through those light-coloured woods, I assume the light colour are light woods and the darker ones are heavy woods.
No, they're just woods.
Oh, just to make it nice to look at.
No. There's difference in this game.
Oh, right.
Looking at the.
There is, but we don't have any heavy. I don't think we have any heavy woods. That looks really heavy.
Well, I'd call down the bottom right there. I'd call that woods, and then the ones in the middle heavy woods.
Those are heavy. You got F6 and F7 are heavy woods.
Okay.
The stuff up in F9, those are heavy. These lighter color are the other.
Hold on, where's F7? Yeah, so F9 is heavy, and then down the bottom here we've got C11. That's light. You're just woods, right? Okay.
And the difference in the two is movement's the same for non-vehicle, so that doesn't matter.
Right.
The level is a little bit higher for the heavy woods. It's 2 instead of 1. There's no elevation in this, so it won't matter. And your terrain effect modifier is the same. So for all due purposes for this game, it doesn't matter.
It's the same thing.
It's all the same.
Yep, I gotcha. Right. But it will be in other scenarios.
Yeah.
So, well, I've got to get round there, haven't I? I've got to get round there. So
You got to go, man. You got time, right? You're gonna probably end up having to take some chances.
yeah, I'm going to have to sort of hold our breath.
Oh, the other thing is you cannot use the half hexes on the bottom or the top of the map.
Yep. No half hexes on the bottom or top.
Right, but I can on the side.
Yes, where you're coming on from. Yes.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. There's our leader.
You can't go that far with that one.
You can't get that far. Now, if you're using movement points, it would be 1, 2, 3.5, and you only have 3.
Why? I thought I could move. How is it? Oh, it's only. How many hexes can I move if I'm not using?
2.
2.
How did I move into this house then? Because it's clear.
Because houses cost 1,
and
you use movement points, not maximum.
Right, gotcha. Okay. So I can only move. So that's 1. Yes.
Yep. Well,
2.
That's 2. Yeah, the woods would be 2.5 or 3.5 because woods is 1.5 movement points.
So I can't move into the woods yet.
No, that's correct.
Correct, but then again, like next turn with that group of stack of stuff, you could use the 2 hex maximum
and just move to the edge. To the edge of the wood. Yeah.
Right to the edge.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. How do we get rid of all those movement things?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Mike's gonna take care of it for me.
Well, no, he gets to react, so we can remember who moved and where you moved and all that stuff. So you call for reaction from Tony.
Well, he gets to activate both platoons.
Oh,
yes. Yeah, if you want to, you can do both.
Well, I think I will.
Okay.
So we'll have. Whoops. Let's bring these up.
Okay, I want to go over one more thing with you, Ruff, so you can kind of, kind of important for you. If you would open up your combat tables and look at the small arms fire, you need to understand your range and where you need to be effective, so you know kind of what you're looking at being shot at. Or
the small arms multi-fire resolution thing.
Correct. So the way this works is it's a little bit different, again, like than most.
Have you got the table up, Tom?
Yeah, I do.
Good.
So we're just going to go. All your squads are the same. They have a firepower of 1 and a range of 10, right?
Yep.
So if you look across the very top, you have a 4, 8, 10, 12, 15. Those are ranges.
Hold on. Where am I looking?
The very top of that chart that says 4, 8, 10, 12, 15.
Yep, gotcha.
So
small arms fire DRM table. Yeah.
So those are your columns. Every one of those 4, 8, 10, 12, 15. There's a unit in the game has got that number for their range.
Right.
Your range is 10.
Uh-huh.
So you're gonna look down this column and you're gonna find out what range you're actually shooting. So 1 to 3 hexes, you would be on that row. A 4, you'd be on that row. 5 hex range, shooting at 5 away, or 6 through 10. And if you look to the far left, those are your minus
Yeah.
or no die roll modifier.
But you've also got some other things below it, yeah?
Right, and minuses are bad. Non-minuses are good.
Right.
Okay? So you can see you're very effective 1 to 3 hexes away. Tony's range is 8. So he's really effective at 2 hexes away.
Ah.
So you have a slight advantage in your firepower at range than Tony does. So the way this works is, let's say you were shooting from 1 to 3 away. We're going to figure out all of your die roll modifiers. So for range, you would have no modifier. You'd be at a 0.
Yeah.
Split fire. Let's say you're not doing that. Motion fire. That's if somebody moves 1 or 2 hexes away from you during the current turn. That's something reaction fire would use. Per hindrance, hex contains a friendly vehicle. Suppressed fire. When you get shot at, you're going to have these die roll modifier markers on you. For every 2, it's -1. So if Tony would put 3 markers on you, you would be at -1. When he put the 4th one on, you'd be at -2.
Oh, crikey. Yes, there's these marker things, isn't there? Yes.
Okay. If regrouping fire, if you're regrouping, it's a minus. Obscured, concealed target, go to ground, all of this stuff. Your positives, enfilade, which is a vehicle thing. Target density, right? Per 2 steps over 4, you get to add 1 to your attack. So don't overstack.
Right.
Proximity fire, if they move within 2 hexes of you, and terrain effects. So woods gives a +1. So if he's in the woods and you're firing 1 to 3 away, it would be you would be a -1.
1. Yep. -1. Yep.
You can kind of see he's really effective up to, and he can only go up to 8 away, shoot at you up 8 away, and he starts falling off at 3 hexes. You start falling off at 4 hexes.
Yeah. So I need just to keep back and fire from a little distance.
Yeah, or you need to get in and go to hand and get them tied up. Because if anybody's in hand to hand, if you assault a hex, then that hex is tied up. You can't shoot out of it.
Yep.
So you can run one guy in and tie up a whole big old hex while the rest of you guys go running around.
Oh, it's a bit gamey.
Well, if they had a guy in their face, they'd be very busy with them.
Well, I suppose if somebody's running around firing ad hoc and thinking they haven't got a clue what's going on.
I mean, I know if I had a guy 10 yards away from me and somebody's running 50 yards away from me, and the guy is at 10 is got bayonets and is coming right at me.
Yeah.
I know how I'm shooting at.
Yeah, yeah. So while he's doing that, I can nip round the back. Yeah. And do some nonsense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. So I think so it's 2 hexes. Let's
So knowing that he can only shoot 2.
Sorry?
Knowing he can only shoot 2.
Yeah.
Pretty much anywhere you move, you're going to be okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to now the other thing is once you control a building,
you control it.
When you move out,
you still last person to enter the building control.
Okay.
Sole occupant of that building.
Right. So the last side to control it controls it until the other side gets in there. Right.
Yeah, takes it back from you.
So 1, 2, and it's a 7, isn't it?
You can go 3 with that one, Ralph, because you can use movement points and it's open.
Yep, it's open. You can go 1 more.
3.
There you go.
And we'll think I'll use 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And then actually, would it be best to use the 5 with the leader because the leader then gives it a -1?
Yeah, and that's what you. Oh, yeah.
Because these are both 6, these remaining units, aren't they?
Right.
Yeah,
So-
I'll be okay, Ruff. I'm going to be honest with you. The only time the leader helps with cohesion is when you're recovering.
Right. Okay.
Except there is a -1, right, for leader. If the leader is higher firepower than your, I'll find it.
Right. I've got. What I'm going to do then is be a bit cheeky and use this 5 and that 6 there. That's all I'm going to do. Swap them over
Let me bring up my.
and then put that with that. Right. So we're just going to move these 3. I can move those 3, yes? So
Yep, because they're open terrain. Yeah,
they're open terrain, right?
Yeah.
Still trying to get my head round either or.
yeah. So if you think about it, Ruff, the best way to think about it is if you're open, you can go 3. If there's woods, you have to use 2 hexes.
Right.
So,
You use the other way of moving, yeah?
yeah. And
Right.
and if you're doing both, you just can't. So you might as well just go 2 hexes.
Mm.
so
Okie dokie.
okay, so you're all done. So now you would say, okay, you'd call for my reaction.
Tony, are you going to react?
Let's see here.
Now, Tony, for you, what's really important to look at is on that combat table
Yeah.
the loss of concealment loss.
Mm-hmm.
So on the back page of your thing there, Ruff, you have concealment loss.
Concealment loss.
So non-vehicular units lose concealment when they are disrupted, shot, maneuvered, chased into, or enter an enemy-occupied hex. In addition, units lose concealment immediately if they maneuver into or fire from an open terrain hex within 8 hexes and line of sight of an enemy.
Well, he didn't move in any open terrain hexes, so
Move.
that he can see.
They conduct fire from a cover terrain hex in the line of sight within 2 hexes.
Don't tell me you're in the woods, Tony.
So if Tony was to shoot, he would lose his hidden status,
Sure, yeah.
but he would be concealed, most likely, depending on where he's set up at. If he shoots and you're not within 2, he's not going to lose concealment. You will know where he is, but he'll be concealed.
So I have to find him?
If he shoots,
He'll be able to see me if I shoot. There's just a conceal marker on it, so it's like a modifier.
Oh, just modify, right.
he'll lose his hidden, so you'll know where he is, but he'll still be concealed. You can't look at what he has there.
Right.
But
But I
I'm
can
going
fire
to
him with the DRM. Right.
I'm going to pass because the DRMs are just too much right now.
So that was 2. So he passed. Ruff, you're done. So that is finished. So go ahead and work your way through. I'm still looking for this for you, Tony. I know we were talking about this when we were playing, and I found.
You found it? Yeah. So
Rules.
next we would do fire resolution, but I didn't fire and you didn't fire, so we skip over that. So if
So
you're looking at
nothing
the
else.
sequence of play,
There's no assault.
there's no assault. We don't have any mortars. So then we determine the time. So Ruff, what you need to do,
Yeah.
do you see where the time lapse table is right underneath the coordination table?
Hold on.
It's right on the time chart.
Oh,
Or-
on the time chart. Hold on. Time lapse, yes.
Yes. So what you're doing, because you're the active player, you're going to roll a single D10,
Yep.
and we're going to adjust depending on what you roll. So
Here we go then. 5.
a 5. So it will move up 3 minutes. So go ahead and move the time lapse up 3 minutes.
Towards you, yes?
Down to 3. No, not up on the casualty track, on the time track. Where it's there's minutes, 10 minutes, an hour.
So we're just moving this up 5, was it?
No, 3.
Oh, three.
Yep.
Here, there we go.
Yep, there you go. So that's it. So now you have 40. What is it now? 43 minutes to win, or
40.
actually 42, because if you have 46, I win. So, okay. So then there is. So that's it. So the nice. Hey, Ruff. The nice thing about this, is you see if you go all the way up to the top, where all the buttons are.
Hold on.
And go all the way over, almost all the way over to the right of the buttons. Well, I don't know if but there's a yellow button that says end turn. It's like 4 from the end.
End turn, yeah.
Hit that button.
Ooh.
It clears everything. So what we did not do, Ruff, is if you right click on your unit.
Yes, yeah.
There's an action.
We'll start doing that.
Yeah. And there's an action, so you'll want to whatever action you choose. That's one. So
right, that tells you what I'm doing. Right.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. And then that button clears all that off too. So we forgot to do that, but it wouldn't have mattered. It's not going to matter.
Yeah, I'm only moving. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, back to initiative.
So yep. So Ruff, you get a +2 modifier, and I get nothing. So we roll 1d10, and high number wins.
Right.
So I rolled an 8.
Oh.
Okay. So I get initiative, which I don't want.
No.
Well, you do, because you actually do, because now his reaction can't move as well.
Yeah.
And you're going to eat time up.
Yep. No, that's true. Honestly, I'm going to pass.
Well, there you go. He passed to you. So now, Ruff, you did not see him do anything. So you are restricted to a restricted reaction. And let's get there. I want to make sure I get it all correct for you. Actions.
Yeah, because it's
limited.
If you're with the leader, you can activate.
You're looking at 8.1. 8.3 limited reactions.
My poor old rules. I took them to Spain and stuck them in my bag, and they're all dog-eared now, and it's horrible, and I hate it.
iPad.
Well, yes, all right. I couldn't know.
A unit that did not observe any.
I'll get the iron out.
Is more limited to any reactions after any enemy who calls for a reaction as follows. A leader may maneuver or recover, and in addition may direct units of its platoon or company, if it's Russian, to maneuver or recover if at the beginning of its reaction those units are. So a leader can, and anybody in his platoon or company stacked with if they're stacked with a leader in a forest or building hex. So if you have a leader in a building.
I do. Do I or not? Hold on. What's under this? No, I don't. No, that's clear, isn't it?
Okay. Within 1 hex of a leader, and all units, including the leader, are in open ground, orchard, palm, brush, or connecting road. So your leader that's in the open, or if anybody within 1 in the open, can react. So Lang can react, and everybody with Lang can do a limited reaction.
So that means maneuver. I can move.
And where's your other leader at?
The other leader is in
G11.
He can also do a limited reaction, which means you could do a maneuver with them.
Yeah.
You can go either 2 movement points or 1 hex.
Which, if you're moving into the trees,
yeah, it's going to be 1 hex, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we'll just move those in then, I think.
Oh, Nerd Workshop is in, and I know he's a big fan of the game.
Yeah, play tester, the lot.
Yep. So just so you know, we were just going through the rules with Ruff, and what a limited reaction. We weren't really looking up something. We were just going through those rules. And
they've got the unenviable task of teaching me without me reading the rules because I didn't have time. So it's a beginner's masterclass for these two, which will help anybody else that's watching that doesn't know how to play it.
Yeah. Right-click your units and put the maneuver action.
Hey, John, how you doing?
Well, that's cool. I like that. Yeah. That's cool.
And you needed those are the two that you moved. So
is that right?
Yeah, you're supposed to do it for each unit.
Cool. Blimey.
But it's okay. On top's fine. We know that.
Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, because since they all moved, it's okay.
Yeah, if I do different things, I'll put different things on you.
And in the rules, they say you don't even have to use them. You can just rotate your counters, whatever you like. This is just an aid in this small amount of units. It's really easy to remember what's going on.
If you're not playing live or videoing, it doesn't matter really. You just make you just tell the other chap or chapess and say, that's what I'm doing.
Nerd Workshop says you're doing good, Mike. So okay. So Ruff, then you would call for my reaction again, correct? Is that
Go
right?
on then. Have a reaction.
I'm gonna pass.
Do a Diana Ross chemical reaction.
Okay, well, you have no choice but to pass, Ruff. So
I can't do anything else, can I? So
nope.
Yeah.
So basically, we go to the what does Mitch always say? Follow the sequence of play.
Yeah, he's a thingy for that, isn't he?
Fire resolution. There's no fire resolution. We're not assaulting, and so I get to roll for the time lapse. So what I'm hoping for is a very large number.
You're trying to make me get out of time, yeah?
Yes. Yep. That's not a very large number.
You would roll that.
But it's another 3 minutes.
Another 3. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Back to and we hit the end turn button and boom, everything disappears.
All right. Now
just looking on the time track, we've got the time lapse 10 minutes there. We've got a time lapse 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
What are they? They're not doing anything.
So once we hit 10 minutes, we start moving the 10 minutes. We're not going to do 1 hour because
I'm being very dense. I just couldn't wonder if they were. So they don't really need to be on there, do they yet?
No, they're on 0 right now. So
the hour one doesn't need to be there, but we do need the grade one because you're going to be doing it.
So it's me being dense, me being rough. Don't worry about it. So.
You're good. There's no stupid questions, just stupid people. I mean, I'm sorry.
You're quite. Thanks, Tone. You're off the Christmas card list. You know that.
All right, that's right. There's no stupid questions, just dummies that ask them.
Just stupid YouTubers. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Okay, so back to initiative. So I'm gonna roll. I rolled a 3.
And he does not get any plus.
I don't get any.
It's only me that gets it if I get the initiative next turn.
That's correct. Mm-hmm.
So you need to roll. Yeah.
8. Get in.
All right. Okay, Ruff.
Back in charge.
Yeah.
So now what you need to do, Ruff, is roll on the coordination table.
All right, to see who I can and what with. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
2.
So you have to activate them individually.
Yep.
So either
second or third
platoon. Right. Okay. Let's activate second platoon.
All right. Second's going to be activated.
And we're
Start activating.
Oh, this is where I'm going to take a bit of a chance.
If you double click on your counters, it'll expand your stack.
Yeah.
And then you can click on either one of them, then right click and give them probably going to be a maneuver order because you can't shoot anything. You can't recover.
Nope.
You're going to move. So right click on the unit that you're going to move, go maneuver, and then
I have to do them separately? And move them separately?
It doesn't matter in this game because there's no opportunity fire.
Yep.
Right, because you're waiting for the reaction. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. So you could move them together if you want, or separately.
I think I'm going to move them together. So we've got the one. Is it two?
2 hex. So you can just do, if you're going into the woods, you'd want to do the 2 hex. It wouldn't matter. 2 hexes is the most you could go if you're going into the woods. Yep.
Right.
You can get there using either method.
And then this lot down here, we're going to maneuver.
If Tony was there, you wouldn't have been able to move there. Once you got adjacent to Tony, Tony would have to put his unit up, and stuff would have to happen.
So if he was hiding in the woods and I moved into that hex, as you say, stuff would happen, yeah?
Yeah, but once you get within whatever it was, he'd have to show himself, and then...
Oh, it's put a maneuver counter under every one there. That's weird. Right, okay.
You probably highlighted them all when you did the right click. So.
Well, it doesn't matter, does it?
Okay,
so...
We're all moving anyway.
Oh, crikey. I can use the half hexes on the top and bottom, yeah?
No, you cannot use the top and bottom.
Well, we're just going to move here then.
You're going to put everybody... Oh, never mind. Yep. You're put there. Well, you are over... No, you're not overstacked. You have...
No, it's all these maneuver counters.
You have 3 steps in there. Leaders do not count as a step.
So I've got... so the machine gun is 1 step and the squad is 2. Right.
All right, now you're done. Now, I just want to point something out, okay?
Uh-oh.
Got to give you a little bit how the back and forth works. Let's say your machine gun was in C11 to start this turn. And your other guys did what they did. Before you would maybe do something with C11, you could pass. Then C11 was not activated. Then when you passed over to Tony, and let's say Tony does something that machine gun in C11 could see, then when he passes back to you, you could react with that machine gun and probably fire at him. So there are times when you're going to activate some of your guys and leave some of your guys maybe to react to what the enemy is going to do.
Well, that's to be fair, that's sort of what I was going to do next time they activated.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's my reaction now. So I am going to react.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
So for Ruff, if Tony doesn't react right now because you did something, if he passes, then those group could not do anything against those guys that have activated. So when he passes and he reacts, he immediately has to react to the people that just did something. If he lets that go and passes back to you, he can never do anything to them again.
Because he's missed the opportunity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to make 2 fires, one from the machine gun and one from the squad on E9.
Okay, what's your distance?
That is 3. So we're going to do my machine gun first. So Ruff, we're going to go through this.
You're firing on them. Okay, right.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And the reason is because it's 3 away and not 4 away. That makes a big difference to me.
Yep.
So, so for the machine gun, for the die roll modifiers, let's take a look at that. I have a range of 10, or it's a range of 10. So I'm in the 10 column here, and it is 3 hexes away. So I will not have a die roll modifier for the range. So now my I'm currently at a 1. Okay. So 1.
Because he has a firepower.
I have a firepower 1. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word. So
the bottom left hand big number. Yeah.
Yep. So not split firing, no motion fire, no hindrances. Hex contains friendly vehicle. Nope. Not suppressed. Nope. Regrouping. Nope. Obscured target. Nope. Conceal. Nope. Go to ground. Nope. Night. Now. And then none of the other ones are good except for the terrain modifier. So the terrain modifier for heavy woods is a -1.
Yeah.
So that nets to a 0.
Oh, so they take it away from your firepower. Yep.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So what you're going to do, Ruff, is you are going to right-click the unit. So you'll have to double-click and expand it, and right-click the unit, and then place it. What is it? An SDM marker? I can never remember what it is. Yeah. SADRM. Small arms. That's what it means. Small arms direct fire.
On which unit?
It doesn't matter because it goes into the hex.
Correct.
So I don't need to split it. Just need to put it on top of the.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Action. What we got? Where are we going?
Not action markers.
Place SADRM. Is that the one?
Yes. Okay.
Oh, right.
Yep. So just so you know, you would adjust that 1 plus or minus. Unfortunately, this is a 0, so I can't show you how to do that. But all you do is you put 1, 2, or 3. Like you actually push the numbers for it to go up, or you do shift 1, 2, or 3 to go down. So if it's a -2, you do shift 2. We had to figure that one out. So, okay, so that was my first shot. Now my second shot's a little different, and this is where it comes in.
So you've actually shot at me at a 0 thing. You're trying to build this number up to a positive, yeah?
Well,
No.
I would like a positive, but that doesn't. We're going to add another marker on there.
Yep, he's going to shoot with his squad.
Because another unit is firing, not the same unit.
Correct.
Yes.
Right.
But
So this one's going to be different.
This one's a little bit different rating value.
So
Sorry, Mike,
this one's going to be different. So it's an 8 range. So an 8 range at 3 hexes is a -1. So we already have a -1. Then we have the +1 for the firepower. So that's a net 0.
Yeah.
But I get a -1 for the woods because everything else stays the same. So there's once you go through it once, and that will be the one thing, Ruff. Once you learn the modifiers, it goes a lot faster. Kind of like when you played next door.
It's like most games, isn't it? Once you play a couple of sort of
So now you'll put another counter in there. So right click, place another one, and go shift 1 on it when you hover over it and make it a -1.
So hold on, come here.
Markers.
Yeah. And shift
1.
what? I have to push 1 as well, yeah?
Yeah, shift 1. Yep. There you go.
Now, what that signifies, Ruff, he's going to roll 1 die for the 0, and he's going to roll 1 die for the -1, and add
2 units. Yep.
And then, no, it's for markers. Every time he puts a marker in there, he gets to roll a die.
But you only put a marker on when a different unit attacks, yeah?
Yes, every time someone else attacks. So if he wanted to shoot with more guys, he could put more on.
More markers on, right.
So throwing more dice so he improves his odds of and all it meant, he takes the highest one that he has. All of them, and that's the one that counts.
Basically, I get the worst. You take the worst result for you. Best result for the fire. So
yeah.
Okay, at this point, I am gonna give it back to you, Ruff.
You have to wait now until the end of the actual.
Yep.
Till you activate your 3rd platoon, and then I have to wait. Yep.
Now, Ruff, if you can't because they've already activated, but those guys that just got shot at, and let's say they hadn't activated or whatever, if you were to fire with those units, you would have a -1 to your die roll because of suppression fire. These guys are being suppressed because they're taking incoming fire. Their heads are low.
Yeah. So the head's down. They've hit the dirt, and
Yep. So
Yeah.
he's calling back to you for reaction.
there's not a lot I can do. The other lot I just moved into the woods at the bottom. I
Yep.
can't do anything with.
Yep. True.
But you can activate your third platoon.
You could, if you wanted to, activate it now. Well, no, third platoon. That third platoon didn't see any. Oh no, he's got a leader.
Hold on. I thought I could only activate one platoon individually. We have to wait until this sequence is over, don't we?
He's calling for reaction. So you activated. You passed it to him for his reaction.
And he's fired.
Reacting player. Now he's passing it back to you. You now become a reacting player. So if you would like to move,
Sorry, Mike, I don't get it. When you roll the coordination table, if you roll high, you can activate both platoons. In this case,
right?
8 or 10. But I didn't. Each platoon is activated individually.
Basically, Ruff, you pass, and then you can activate. Then you become the activating player again.
Right. Okay. Got to get my head around that. So I could.
Yeah, what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to pass right now and then activate your next platoon to do
Gotcha. So we'll do that and activate platoon 3. Yeah.
Yep.
But
Trust me, Ruff. I had the same thing in my head too when I started playing.
Yeah.
It'll click.
It'll come. Don't worry. I'm liking it so far. You should quite rightly say it's very different. So, the thing is, the first platoon and Rolf is stuck in the woods. I can't fire through the woods, can I?
One thing I want to tell you, Ruff, is it's hard to kill to actually get casualties in this game.
That's heartening.
A lot of time there'll be a lot of disrupting and routing and grouping. I mean, like in real war, there wasn't a ton of guys getting. I mean, there were, but I mean,
and most of it is done through assaulting. Yeah.
It's like Panzer Grenadier.
I'm just going to say it's like Panzer Grenadier. You wear them down. Yeah.
So so each hex is 50 yards. You can start an assault at 2 hexes away, 100 yards.
The last 100 yards.
You're running running into it. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to activate platoon squad 1 of platoon 3 with the leader. And we're going to maneuver because I can't fire at anything.
I mean, if you want to get okay. Yeah.
I just want to move here.
Okay.
And then this one up the top, they're going to move into that house, that building. Bop. And over to you, reaction, Tony.
Can I ask you a question, Ruff?
Yeah.
But don't tell me what you're going to do. I'm going to give you a couple of different scenarios just to kind of talk you through some strategy, okay?
Yeah.
So if you were to just stop, I don't know what your plans are. This is what I do not want you to tell me.
Plans? What are you talking about?
If your plans are to come down with that group up there in J10 and maybe end up in these woods down in H9, I mean, that's not a bad move what you just did. If you're planning on, taking this group and running them across to maybe J, I don't know, 6 or J4.
Yeah.
Or maybe the building in H6 or behind it. Why wouldn't you just keep on going? Because you need to get there. The less time spent in open ground, the better.
Well, I was going to. Yes, that was a possibility, but I'm thinking when I
don't want to know what you're doing, so you give away.
No. Moving into a building is the same as moving in clear, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one.
Right. You see, I'm thinking different games where moving into a building costs more.
It only costs 1.
Right. So No,
If you
you're
could-
quite right. I'm
Yeah.
going to run like heckapoos because I need to get across that open to try and get into that building in J6. I know I'm telling me stuff, but we're amongst friends here.
Well, it's a learning game.
Yeah. So that's one. Is it 2 or 3 I can move?
Hey, Richard. Yeah, well, I really like this game too.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if
so
you do
good.
movement points, you can go 3 hexes.
So
Yep,
1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're
there
going
you
for it.
go. You could definitely do that.
Okay. Nerd says don't do that, but it's a learning game, so we'll see how it goes.
I want to see. Yeah, nerdy. I want to see what happens.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to react with now everything.
Because I need to know where he is. Yeah, maybe nerdy. Yeah.
Okay. So, and we're still learning. So I did this too, by the way, Ruff.
Yeah. The reason I've done it
was similar to what I did. So
it may be a daft move, but I wanted to see what happens.
Sure, Tony. The guys in C7, are they concealed?
C7.
They should be concealed.
No, because I fired and the guys in B10 can still see me
But
because it's within 5 hexes.
is it 5?
Well, where was it? If they maneuver into or fire from an open, not open. It is 3 hexes. Ooh, they should. Well, no, because the guys and it's 3 hexes, but the guys I fired at could see me. E9, so they wouldn't be.
They conduct fire from a covered terrain hex in the line of sight within, yours says 3.
Oh, C. It's C within 2 hexes. Oh, that's of an enemy unit. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're still concealed.
Okay.
So that one down there is concealed.
Yep. I'll let's see if I can. Where's that conceal? It's got a C on it. So
The one in where?
all the way down at the bottom.
C7.
Well, C7. But why is he? Because I saw the gunfire. No.
Well, I'm not hidden anymore. I'm just concealed.
Because if you were within 2 hexes of him, he would lose his concealment.
Gotcha.
Okay, so then I'm actually still concealed. This other guy's concealed as well.
Yeah,
So
so the guy in H6 would be concealed right now.
But you can see me. I'm just concealed.
J6, right? You're going to shoot with him.
Yep.
He's within 2, so you're going to lose concealment on J6.
Yep. Okay, so we're going to do H6 is going to fire into G9.
Hold on.
Yeah, John, I'm going to talk to him about that. But if he survives and gets the initiative, he's going to be in great shape.
If I survive, I'm going to do the last 100 yards.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so first one, the H6 attack.
Nerdy, you're talking to me like I've been playing this for yonks. This is my first time. Suppression fire, splitting the teams up. Get out of here.
Okay, H6, which is a 1 firepower. It's an 8 range. So at 3 hexes, it is going to be a -1. So I'm at a net 0. You're in the woods, so it's a -1. So you're going to put a -1 in that hex.
Right, hold on. Let me try it. Hold on. You know, I'm only joking,
Who are
nerdy.
you shooting at?
What?
Who are you shooting at, Tony?
G9.
My guy's in the woods there. Yeah?
Yep. G9.
And that needs a
I
-1.
hate not having that circle.
What's your range of firepower?
8, and it's firepower of 1
Why would it be a -1?
for the trees.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking +1.
What's that? Shift 1?
Yes, shift 1. Yep.
There we go.
Okay, now I'm going to go from J6 and we're going to fire on J8. So that is a 1. And it's 2 hexes, so it's a 1. And you're in open, so it is a 1.
What about if I'm moving?
Nope.
No?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's a minus. Is it a -1 or -2?
Gotta look.
Oh, it's at least a -5, Tone.
Proximity fire within 2 hexes. 1133C. I believe that's moving within.
Nerdy, I think I'm going to play this a lot, so I'll learn all the intricacies and nuances because I've got everything. I love it.
Gareth says, first game, more of an experiment of rules and tactics. Yep.
I just want to see what happens, because,
1133C. 11.
Yes, he said it's so Nerdwork says yes, it's reaction fire, but is it a 1 or a 2?
It's a,
proximity.
it's a 1. It's a 1.
It's a 1. Okay. So that means it is a 0.
Because I'm moving as well, yeah?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's a 0.
You wait. In a minute, I'll be running the last 100 yards. You wait. Go on.
Oh, it's proximity, by the way. There's proximity for reaction fire. Forgot about that. Within
That
2
means
hexes.
what?
So it is a 1.
Because you're...
No.
Okay.
No. You're not doing motion fire up above.
Oh, okay. Not up above. It's a proximity.
Yeah, it's
okay. So let's go through this again because I got myself lost and confused.
Yep.
Okay. So it is a 1 firepower.
Yeah.
I'm in 8 range at 1 to 2 at 2 hexes, so there's no modifier on that one. And the only other modifier is the proximity fire, so that makes it a 2. So
proximity means you're close to me within 2 hexes. Gotcha.
Yes.
Right.
Yep. As a reaction, because you moved and it's a reaction.
And that's what that little R is.
Yeah, that's what the R stands for. Is reaction fire only.
Yep. Now that thing above, Tony, for motion fire.
Yeah.
That applies to vehicles for shoot and scoot and halt and fire actions.
Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you. So it is actually, so you're going to right click on one of the units and put a 2 in there.
2?
Yeah, 2. So don't hit the shift 2, you just hit 2, the number 2.
All right. So. Blimey.
Yep, Gareth. Oh, okay. Yep, Gareth says only for AFV motion. So yep. So,
thank
you guys.
No,
hey, we've got some good people in here between Mike and Nerd and Gareth. Yeah, we're gonna do good.
Yeah.
Do you still have I can't see your stuff the way that you did it. Is there anything else that can?
No, that's it. That's all I've got.
Okay.
So that'll be it for the turn, actually, or for the activation segment.
Yeah, it goes back to him, and he passes.
Yep.
Yeah. You have nothing left.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's next, Ruff? After the activation phase,
we've got the firing phase. Brilliant.
Okay. Let's do the single one up on top
right,
in J8.
I went rogue. Yeah.
I think you should be rogue swordsman war gamer then.
What? Because I don't do as be told.
Go get him, rogue.
Okay, so we're gonna do the one on the top because it's a single die roll. It'll be easier that way to get the first one done that way.
So what are we doing? Sorry, Tone. Say that again. What are we doing?
We're gonna do fire resolution on the top. And
J8. At the top with the 2.
Yep. That's you, Tony. That's your shot.
Yep. So I'm gonna roll, and I'm gonna add 2 to it. So 6 plus 2 is 8.
That doesn't sound good.
It's not.
Your highest die is a 7.
What are we looking at here? Sorry, which table?
You're not.
There's no table.
No tables.
Right. Okay.
He rolled an 8, a modified 8. Yep. Your highest cohesion unit in that hex is a 7.
It is indeed, yes.
So 8 is above 7.
Yep.
You look at your combat tables down there at the bottom, small arms resolution.
Right. If the final fire attack result is greater than the cohesion, the best non-vehicular combat unit in the hex, that unit disrupts.
Right. Or suffers a casualty if it's already disrupted. So number 7, the 7 cohesion guy flips to his disrupted side.
Right.
and all other non-vehicular units in the hex must conduct a cohesion check.
Right. So the highest one disrupts. The others have to check. Yeah?
Yep.
So disrupt is what?
Flip.
Just flip it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha. Right.
Now you can notice him. His stats have changed.
Yeah. You can't do anything now.
So he's dropped down one. He can still close assault. He can do a thing called withdrawal. We'll get into that next
Yep.
turn.
Okay, but I've got to check cohesion for the other squad. Yeah.
Yep.
So you need to roll a 6 or lower with the next squad.
Right. One die. Here we go.
He's
6.
fine.
Yes.
Right. You're right,
Right.
nerd. You're right, nerd. You should have yelled Leroy Jenkins.
I should have. If I knew who that. If I knew who that was.
Go YouTube Leroy Jenkins. It's hilarious.
Oh, I have to because I don't get the referral. But okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well,
I really don't. Yep. I'll
basically,
YouTube it. I'll
You
YouTube
guys
it.
were playing Diablo or no, they're playing World of Warcraft, and they're
No.
a whole group of guys, and they're going after a big boss, and they spend 10 minutes talking about strategy. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. And the kid, they're serious about it. And finally, one guy goes, Leroy Jenkins, and he just runs in, and everybody.
So like a do or die.
Yeah, I'll do that. So
Like a do or die thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
That's me.
Leroy Jenkins did.
That's me.
okay, so let's go ahead and do the G9 one.
Yeah.
Um,
Now, yep. It's still just one, so it's one roll minus one.
Here
so
we
that's
go.
4 minus 1 is a 3.
That ain't gonna do it.
That's
No
nothing.
good.
Yeah.
So nothing happens there.
It's above below my cohesion. Right.
Yep.
And now Tony has 2 markers, so he's gonna roll the 4 dice, and the far left one will be for the 0, and the next one to the right will be for the -1.
Hold on. What do you mean? Sorry.
So if you look up the first die, so I'm going to roll the 4d10. That's what you were asking about earlier.
Yeah.
So the 4d10.
Why are you rolling them now?
Well, I'm only because I have to roll multiple dice. So this is the best way to do it.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay.
In E9, he has to roll 2 dice. 1 die for the 0, 1 die for the -1.
So the last 2 digits won't matter.
Right. Gotcha.
So I got a 2.
2 and a 5 with ends up
5.
to a 5.
Do I
So-
blow a raspberry now?
And both
Yeah.
all below, nothing happens there.
So that's it for fire resolution. Pretty easy, right, Ruff?
Yeah, but it could have been a lot worse.
Yes.
Well-
Yes.
But it wasn't.
No. Watch out, Tony. Last 100 yards.
Well, now you know what it
Well,
is.
yeah. So now we would do the assaulting resolution phase, which we don't have anything. We're not doing mortars. So Ruff, since you were the active player, you need to roll on the time lapse.
Hold on. Am I the active player?
Yes.
Can I
You
not
have the
assault?
initiative.
Can I not assault you?
Not
No.
yet. You're done. You guys are past.
Well,
moving.
because I've moved. Right, gotcha. So I have to do the time lapse.
You
right.
really want initiative.
Yeah. So I've got to do time lapse first, yeah?
Yep.
You did.
Mhm.
Oh my
That's-
god.
6 will
That's
be 4.
4 minutes. So we are up to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 10.
Nope.
Right.
Goes on 0. The minute. Yep. There we go.
Why is that?
6 plus 4 is 10.
Yep.
Oh, I see. Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
I thought it was 1, 2, 3. Was it on 6 or 5? One.
It was on
7.
6. We had 3 minutes.
Oh, it was
and
on,
3
right.
minutes.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, me being thick again. Right.
It's okay. All right.
Yeah. Math is hard. Math is hard. My teacher. Right.
Place remaining platoons, recombine squads, conceal any units. Are any units out of line of sight? No. Everybody
Not now.
see everybody. So there's nobody gains concealment.
Oh, this guy does not gain. This guy loses concealment.
Because I'm within 2 hexes, yeah?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. But the other two stay. The other ones stay concealed because they're within 3 hexes.
Yeah, they're spotted, but I see that -1 is for the stack, yeah? It's not -2, yeah? You've got 2 -1s there.
What are we talking about?
H6.
He's got.
Oh yeah, because they're concealed.
Right, you've got 2 units that are concealed. Right, okay.
Yep.
It's cumulative, is that right? Or is it...
There are 2 counters there. They're both concealed.
Right, gotcha. No, that's not cumulative. They're done individually. Right.
Yeah.
I'm getting there. It's all right.
Okay, so initiative.
Yeah. By the way, if you haven't done so already, it would help Tony because he needs all the help he can get, especially when he does stuff. Especially when he does stuff with me. Bless him. That if you could smash the like button for him, that would be wonderful.
The old smash the like button.
Yeah. Ruin your keyboard, right?
Okay, so Ruff, we're back to the initiative phase, but you get the +2 this time because you had it last time.
Right.
That's right.
I need it, don't I?
And I'm pretty sure you're going to get it.
Look at that! Look at that!
Oh wait, Ruff! You didn't learn. I'm going to pull a tweeze on you.
Oh no! What have you done now? What have I done?
If a player, so look at the casualty track again. That aid. Okay.
Where?
The casualty track, where the time track is. It has a random event. So actually, you're going to like this because it's a random event.
Oh, I love random.
Player unmodified, and so it's either recon if you roll a 1, or fate.
Oh, if I roll an unmodified 10, yeah.
So you rolled a 10, so you have to roll on the fate table right below that.
Right, here we go. 10.
Panic! Oh my god, this is going to be good, I bet. As the sole action for this game turn. Oh wow, this is not good at all.
No.
For me, you mean?
Yeah.
Thanks.
For you.
All units in a single hex selected by the opposing. That's me.
I know
The
that's you.
opposing
Yes.
player in line of sight of the enemy combat unit must withdraw 4 hexes
Bollocks.
or to the hex along the friendly bore edge, whichever is closer.
Well, that's interesting because that's kind of a interesting choice for you.
Yeah. What do I want to do? This one's. Yeah. Let's see. Which one do I want to send back 4 hexes?
None
Or
of
to
them.
the board edge, one of the two. You know what? Let's send hex B10 where your machine gun is.
Oh, you rat bag.
And put it back to, well, you can't go off the board, so to go back to B13.
So you want to go back here, yeah?
Yep.
Now remember, he does have the initiative.
Yeah.
Well, this is the only thing for this game turn. So, yeah. So, as a sole action for this game, for the game turn.
Right.
So we actually are done with this turn.
He's done with those guys.
No, with the turn. The whole turn.
That means because I rolled 2 natural 10s, that's gone.
Yeah, so you have to roll for the time lapse. At least that's my understanding.
Where does it say that?
If you read at the bottom, under panic, as the sole action for the current game turn.
Oh, right.
All units in a single. Yep. So this is it. So you'd have to roll on the timetable.
And then roll for initiative again.
Yep. Then we have to do that again. Yep.
Oh, crikey. Here we go.
And Gareth says that's correct. So
thanks, Gareth.
it's a random event. You love these, Ruff.
I do love random events, but that's pretty nasty, that one.
Yeah. Okay, so go ahead and roll a single die.
Here we go. I got a 1. That's good.
1. Okay, so 2 minutes.
That's good. So we're coming down 2 minutes. There we
Yep.
go.
So it wasn't horrible damage.
No, but I've got to now try and get initiative again.
Okay,
Yep.
let me get the end turn button. Okay, yep. So we need to roll. You still get the +2,
Yep.
and I'm pretty sure you're going to get it.
Oh, you got 3, right? Okay. No, oh, just.
Yo, yeah, you got a +2, so you're at a 4.
Just.
Yeah, you got it again.
Okay, so roll for your coordination.
Okay.
8 or better, you get coordination.
No. Right. So
let me give you a little bit of advanced strategy that Nerd was talking about.
yeah.
Depending on, let's say you wanted to do this. I don't know that you want to do this, but let's say you wanted to go ahead and assault J6.
Oh, just one thing. Hold on. I haven't got a control thing on J10.
Oh, I'll take care of that. I'll take it. Just listen to. I'll take care of it.
Yeah,
Just
sorry, because I
listen
thought it happened automatically with the other one. Sorry, Mike. Yes, go on.
Let's say you wanted to take a second squad and run them into H6.
H6.
J6, sorry.
J6, right, yes. 2 hexes, right.
So what'll happen is because you're 2 hexes away, you cannot immediately go in there. If you were adjacent, you could automatically go in there. That hex would be tied up. And
But it's called the last 100 yards, Mike.
well, let me finish with what
Go on, I'm being silly. Go on.
right? So you could jump in there with no problem.
Right.
And assault. Being 2 hexes away, you have to go like to J7 and then announce that you're going to assault into there.
Right.
But you must stay in J7 and put an assault arrow pointing in the direction that you're going to go.
Okay.
And you must withstand all incoming fire on you. So how do you negate that? Right?
I was going to say, what happens if I'm standing in J7?
Well,
Nerdy's trying to make me do it. This was what I wanted to do, was to just rush forward and try and
so you know J6 is going to shoot at you, and you're pretty sure that H6 is going to shoot at you. Pretty sure. Not guaranteed. He may do something different because he's worried about your other guys come running across, right?
Yeah.
Because now that you've got guys that can threaten him all over the place, maybe he can't put all of his firepower up there. You don't know what he's going to do, but you can. If you do third squad, you have a squad down there in G9 that could lay fire into, let's say, J6, and that will put suppression on him, which is another plus a -1 for his die roll.
Right, it doesn't stop him firing, but it makes him less likely to be successful.
So if you suppress the enemy before you go running in, that will be beneficial for you. That's your chance of surviving.
But then if I do that, that opens up H6 to fire on me, doesn't it?
Depends on how you do it.
Yeah,
because I can only suppress 1 hex. Yeah,
right. And what was the better hex when he was doing his modifiers up there? Well, he didn't shoot up there. But,
yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that's why he's just do it.
It will cancel out the proximity fire from hex J6.
Right. But you know that this is one of those cases you would have loved maybe some cohesion where you could have done 2. You could have fired up with these guys down in E9.
I could have done everything with my platoons before I gave reaction to Tony. Yeah,
a bunch of shooting and then did your moving, right?
Now it's getting complicated, Nerdy. I can split fire, can I? So I can suppress J6 with 1.
You could split fire. And you're you're actually not shooting to get like a great result. You're just trying to put suppressing fire on.
I'm just trying to get a better or a worse DRM for him.
Yeah, we might have to read up on split fire. I can't remember all of the
But
pertinent.
then I've only but the one in G9, I've only got one squad, and the other one's a leader, so I can't split those, can I? I could.
No, this is one where having the
3-3D.
This is where having the coordination would have been great because you could have fired from E9.
Oh, you can do it. You can split fire with one unit, can you?
Yes.
Right, so I can suppress both hexes with that one unit, Nerdy says.
Okay, so this is so split fire. Limited to reaction fire only.
Right.
By infantry units, machine guns, and firepower with the SAV of -1 against 2 separate X's containing enemy units that maneuvered.
Okay, so you can't.
Oh, right. So, I'm thinking, okay.
All ongoing fire must pass through a single or 2 adjacent hex sides.
Okay, so Garrett says it has to be adjoining hexes.
This is quite. It is quite crunchy, this game, isn't it? But what I was hoping, because Nerdy said reaction fire, I was going to do it. You were going to do something. I would react, split my fire, but I can't do that because they have to be adjacent.
Yep. The units have to be adjacent. Yeah.
Right. No worries, Nerd. No, this is all learning for me. This is great. Everybody's chipping in. This is brilliant.
Now you know that J6 has got a really good shot at you.
Yeah.
You definitely want to probably suppress that one because you're going to be adjacent to him. You're going to move within 2.
So remember, suppression, you have to have 2 markers on it to be suppressed.
No.
So
is it for assault? Is it different? Because suppressive fire is per 2 markers.
Yes, per 2 markers.
Yeah. So you'd have to get 2 markers on there for the suppression.
Who would do the suppressing fire? Because I can't do the suppressing. I can't split. I can suppress though, can't I? For instance, from G9.
Well, you won't be able to suppress because you can't activate enough. The only possible way is you would do a rally first down at the bottom. The first thing you do is you're going to try to recover your disrupted unit. And if you were to roll a 1, then he will recover and get to take the full action.
Oh, crikey.
Or you roll a 10, he becomes a hero. He must charge the closest unit.
Hold on, this is sounding like tweez. All these rules I've never heard of. 1s and 10s now, heroes and
And he gets to recover, and his cohesion goes up to 8.
Oh, so what you're saying is the unit in J8, I need to rally.
You need to do that first to see what you get. If you're going to activate the 3rd platoon first, do that guy first and try to recover with.
Yeah, I'm going to activate the 3rd platoon.
Or he can run away. You can have him retreat. You can have him withdraw, and he can withdraw back like to the building and try to recover back there. Because if you
you're
fail,
saying is it's try and rally
and get a 10.
And get
or a 1.
Or a 1. Or pull back.
Or fall back. If you try to recover and you don't get to do something with him, and he gets shot and he takes another,
it's a 1, not the 10. Sorry.
Then he takes a casualty reduction.
So
yeah, I think what we'll do. Yeah, because if I assault with that good unit, that good squad, it would stop at J7. You would open fire in J6, yeah?
Maybe.
And in H6.
H6 is his dilemma, I think. Now, I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. But
I can suppress.
He's worried about their 3rd platoon come running across also. because if he shoots those guys, then you could run third squad, or third platoon, first squad, and the leader right into a building into H6, as long as he doesn't have something hidden there.
Now,
Because the back and forth thing going on, right?
right. So I've got to wait and see what he does. So I could assault with the good unit, see what he does, and then then I see maybe I can run across with the first squad. Oh, gold, right.
But I guess your first real decision is what are you going to do with your disrupted unit? You must do a mandatory action with him.
So the best thing to do, so I can split. Yeah, but I'm going to split the actions. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Each
I
squad
think
gets its own.
what I'll do is pull him back into the building.
Now, Ruff, the other thing to think about,
Yep.
if you move second squad up into J7, let's say you do rally up the third squad, right? He doesn't go in action. Let's stay there. That means somebody else is going to have to shoot at him. I doubt he gets shot at. If it was me, I don't think I would run him back. I think I would just rally him. And if you want to shoot at him and waste all your shots there, then I'm going to come running across with
Right. Okay.
Gareth gave you a good idea.
Regroup third squad.
Then G9 fire, then assault. Possibly assault. Do the assault with a good unit.
So we're rallying the third squad anyway, like you said, Mike and Gareth is saying, or attempt to. And then G9 fire at J6.
So regrouping is on your play aid.
So that's rallying, yeah?
Yeah, it's called regrouping.
Yeah, but yeah, right.
Same thing, just different.
Okay, different words. Okay, that's on.
It's called
Thanks, chaps.
It's called recovery, and you will if your modified die roll is equal to or less than your cohesion, you recover. You rally if the unmodified die roll is a 1. If the modified die roll is 1 or less, you rally.
Right.
And you're a hero if you roll a 10. Unmodified die roll of 10, you become a hero. If you were elite, you get a -1. If there's a platoon leader with you, you get a -1. If you're suppressed, it's a +1. Japanese is a +1.
So basically, I need to roll 6 or less just to get him flipped again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But if I roll a 1 or a 10, different things happen.
Yep.
Okay, let's try that. We're going to try and flip the third squad. We need a 6 or less. Come on, dice. Don't let me down. Oh, you bag.
The best laid plans.
Of the third squad and men. Right, okay. So
he stays there. He's done. You right click on him and go maneuver, recover, action, and he's done.
So now what? I can now. So you want me to move up this thing and then fire with G9, yeah?
Do you want him to give you your different options here? Like Perth was saying, you can, before you move up there, you can shoot with your first squad.
Shut up, Gareth. So that would be suppressing fire from G9 first.
Well, it won't suppress anything, but if you do survive and you get to go in there, if you roll high enough on your attack, you could actually disrupt that unit when you come running in there to assault if you survive long enough.
So do I fire first from G9 or assault?
Or do you save them to keep pressure on maybe possibly moving them down into the town? Because if you fire with him, that means he's probably definitely going to shoot with F6 up there. If you don't fire with him, he's got a decision to make with F6. Oh, with H6.
Because if he fires, I can fire back. Yeah.
Yeah. As long as you don't fire
Well,
this
you
turn.
can fire it. You can fire at H6 right now if you want. I mean, you're the active player. You can anybody you can see, you can shoot at.
Oh, sure. But I'm just thinking what's best. I'm out in the open. I need to do something with the units. Well, the other unit in J8. What do you reckon, chat? Shall I move in for the assault with the second?
I would, Ralph, if you want to see what an assault is, again, this is a learning game. Go ahead and try it.
Let me try it
Yeah.
because I haven't got a clue what's going to happen now. So we'll move him first. He's coming in and he stops there. Yeah.
Yep. And then right click on him.
And then a right click and say assault.
Flip that.
Flip it.
Can you flip it?
No, I can rotate it or assault arrow.
Yeah, assault arrow. Yep. Now rotate it.
Rotate it. Oh, hold on. We'll get there in a second. There we go. Right.
Oh.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yep.
Now, you have a choice to make. You have one more school. You have another guy that you you have one more in third platoon, right?
Can I just say, Leroy Jenkins?
Go for it, man. So, if you, with your other guy in third, you could shoot up there. Hopefully, you get lucky. You get a hit, and he flips and he's just.
Yeah, but if I do that, then the units in H6 are free to do whatever they wish.
Well, they if you don't do something if you pass right now.
Oh, he's going to get a full-blown shot at me, yeah?
And then he'll pass back to you, and then you could do reaction with G9, but now you're limited to 2 movement points. So you could get 2 hexes.
You can get adjacent.
Or you can shoot with them.
Suppress J6, yes, I think so. That will be firing from G9 to J6.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4 away.
Let's have a look. That's going to be
-1.
-1.
Okay, and then you're going to have a +1 because you're 1 firepower, so that you're at 0.
Yeah.
And what does the house give him for cover? 2.
Is he in a house?
Yeah, wooden building.
Yeah, I can't see the train. They never let you see the train under the counter.
If there's a button that you can push to hide all your units.
Oh.
It is. Where is it?
Oh yeah, I'll hide all pieces on this map.
Yep. So you hit that, everything will disappear. You can see.
Ah, right. I've got you right there back. Okay. That's cool.
So what's the house give you for protection?
Let's have a look.
Probably 2.
Oh, we've got to find a house.
Okay, guys, I just texted my daughter and asked if she knew Leroy Jenkins, and she said, "You know it, don't you?"
I've heard it.
Yeah, she's heard it. So.
Of course.
Why?
Because Ruff is Leroy Jenkinsing it in.
I'm running. I'm just yelling at the top of my voice.
I gotta see this. I gotta see the YouTube now. So, but anyways, yeah, I was just curious if you had heard of it. So
my favorite line is right after Leroy Jenkins, the guy that was making those plans goes, "Did he really just do that?" So it's a -2 for the building. So
it's a wooden building -2. Yes.
Yeah.
You end up with a -2 counter, Tony.
Okay, -2. You got it. Marker.
When you're done, can you go for cake or is your stuff at?
I'm just gonna say that. So okay, -2 is up there.
Have
All right,
fun.
go ahead and activate your unit there.
Do I have to?
Oh yeah, you got to put a fire marker on
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Just realised. Yeah, fire, bang. There we go.
And you're done. That's all at 3. So it is now reaction time for Tony.
What do I want to do? Oh man, I can only do stuff with second platoon because that's the only ones I've seen that's done something.
No. I think C7 would react to those guys.
Well, I know, yeah, they could because they could see them, but I can only focus on second platoon.
Right. You can't
Yeah.
shoot at third platoon yet because they haven't shot at second platoon because they haven't shot at you.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take one, I lose cover or conceal.
There you go. Now you know what he's got, Ruff.
Sorry, missed that because the missus Gainer was yakking at me, and the dogs are whining and the cat's whining for their treats. So what are we doing? Sorry, Tone.
Okay, so in H6, since you moved 2 hexes away, I've lost concealment, so you can see what I got.
Oh, blimey. Right, okay.
And I think what I'm going to do is fire at J7.
Really?
With what?
With the squad, with their H6. Sorry, I hate not having that stupid.
I know it. H6 is going to shoot.
Yeah, the little circly thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
not
did
active
this?
on
Who did this vassal?
I don't know.
It's
I
very
don't
good.
know.
Yeah,
But-
except for that. That's like the only. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a 1. 2 hexes away for a range of 8. So 2 hexes. That's a knot.
You're going to get proximity because you move within 2 of you.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Yeah. But then I do get the proximity fire, so it'll be a 2.
Yep.
So throw a 2 on your assaulted unit, dude.
Oh, a -2, righto.
No. I almost wanted to correct you there, and then I'm like, oh, don't be stupid, Tony.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Okay.
Right click, marker.
Yep, and 2. Yes.
There you go.
Now I can actually fire from J6, can I?
J.
J6 to J7.
You just did that, right?
No, that was from H6.
Oh, that was H6. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And you're going to fire from J6 as well, are you?
Yep.
If I survive this, Tone, you're in for some hurt. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, it'll be fun if you survive it.
It's going to be the exact same thing. It's going to be another +2.
Yep. So put another 2 marker on there.
Well, now that's interesting.
Okay. I am passing it back to you, which you basically pass and then activate your second platoon.
Now, yes, because all three are done, so it's now 2.
This is
Now-
really interesting.
Oh, thanks. Oh, see, I didn't. Yep, I could have. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Nerd, you're supposed to be helping me, not him. All right.
So now that he has fired that guy in H6, there, if you wanted to, you could run E9 straight across into like F6 if you want.
Into that building, yeah?
As long as there's nothing there.
Crikey, what's going on? Sorry, the cat and the dog are having a discussion.
Who knows the order of battle can count counters, right, Tony?
Yeah.
So he can figure out if there's something there or not just by knowing.
Yeah, he can figure out what's there. Yep.
Which means we should just tell him, right?
Yeah, I'll just
Sorry, what? Sorry, missed all that because the cat and the dog were having a chat with their claws and teeth. Anyway, so yes, you're saying I could move into F6.
because you could count all of the counters on the board, and you would know the starting, so you know that he doesn't have anything else hidden. Everything that he has, you can count.
Oh, I see. Because that's a big game, isn't it? So
But you would know that because you
I'd know that from the scenario.
exactly.
Thing. Yeah.
So
he's got.
you could freely run up to F6 and you can't do a thing about it because the guy down in C7 will not be able to see F6.
But can he do something as I run across the
No,
open
there's
bit?
no opportunity fire.
Right. That I can't get my head around.
Well, I thought he might have saved F6. I thought he was going to save H6 because of their second platoon for that very reason.
Because me running across.
Yeah,
So-
so now you got free reign to take F6 if you want, and now you're close. And I mean, you're in striking distance of the church even.
Yeah. So yeah, I just can't get my head around this no opportunity fire. So what we'll do then is move and bop.
What I would do.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, that'll do. That sounds good. Because as you say now, I'm in spitting distance of the churchy.
You use some movement points. 1, 2, 3. So you move right in there. Now you got your guy laying way down at the bottom.
So I'm gonna have to move him back in the woods.
Yep. You can do 2 hexes back to the woods.
That's bloody annoying. You can't see me, so I'm gonna go 1, 2.
And he actually will gain concealment at the end of the turn. He actually should have gained. He should be concealed right now.
Who's that? Me?
Yeah, that one.
all those that unit because I couldn't. There's no line of sight to them.
Yeah, they were hidden last turn. We should have concealed him.
Hold on. Where's the concealed mine?
It's all the way down on the list.
Oh yeah, gotcha. So it's a C. Is that right?
Yeah.
I should do all of them. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. It shows you a C, but it shows me the back like just a German counter.
Concealment counter.
No, you did the wrong one. Just highlight them all and hit the conceal.
I did that, but it's not letting me do that anyway. Highlight them all. Highlight them all, and let's try it now. Bang.
There you go.
Ah, good-o. Right. Well, you know me and Vassal, love-hate thing.
Okay, well that's
You're getting better at it though, Ruff.
I know, but it also gives me the opportunity to play and chat with all the peeps. It's wonderful. That's the bit I love.
Well, your C7 can do something because he saw him run across.
Yep, he's going to activate. He's going to maneuver.
Who is?
My C7.
Down the bottom there, yeah. Okay.
Yep. He's just going to go this way. I can only go 1 hex anyways, so.
Okay. C7's headed that way. That's it.
That's it. So we have now I haven't done the 100 yards rush, so we do the fire resolution first though.
Yep, you got to do all the fire.
Let's go ahead and do that.
Right.
So Ruff, go ahead and I'm gonna let you fire on me first. Well, do the thing first.
Up the top there, the J7.
Yeah, J6. Yeah, do J6. So you're gonna fire -2 to your die roll.
Right, come on. Die roll. 6. That's a 4.
Not good enough.
Oh, you were close.
Yeah, you were.
Because that was a 5.
Yeah.
Yep,
Oh.
that -2 did it. Okay.
Yeah.
So now I am going to roll 2 dice, and they both have 2s. So whichever one's worse for you. 2 and a 5 plus 2 one's a 7. Ooh.
Yep, he's a 6.
Yep. So now he's disrupted.
Oh, bum.
Gareth says there's been some good examples of play this turn. Yes, I agree.
Yep.
It's me trying things out and
Well, just the options that are out there and everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it may not be the best tactical things, but I want to just see what happens. And
We got to
try and
learn
do
by
that.
doing.
Yeah, and you learn by your mistakes, as you know. So yeah,
I
It is good.
believe, if I'm not mistaken, these guys that have been playing more can probably correct us. But during the assault phase now, I believe he can continue to go in there and do an assault, even though he's disrupted.
I remember you saying that, Mike.
But you would be at a great disadvantage. And so at this point, I believe you could call it feint, where you will not go in there. You have to.
Oh no, Nerdy says I still have to do it because I said I was
But you
going
can
to
do
do it.
but you can do a feint. That's what Mike was saying. It's called a feint.
Yes,
So
you could feint at this point. In
And
other
that
words,
might-
you're just going to stay where you are, out in the open, disrupted.
Hold on, we've got yeps and no's here from
Nerd's saying no, so we better look that up.
let's see. Where's the assault? Assault resolution. Nope.
Feint. A feint
Oh,
allows.
he had to do that before the fire resolution, right?
So feint allows a player to call off an assault during step B of the marker adjustment segment of a platoon activation.
Well, yeah. Well, let's. Do you want to just run with it? We can just run with it, Ruff, and see what happens. Learning experience, because we've got a.
Yeah, sure. Because you're the rules, Nerdy knows, and Gareth and other peeps know. I know nothing. I'm a blank page that's been taught this game.
Yep.
So
So
when I read the rules now, I'm at home. It all makes sense. So we go, oh yeah, remember that? Yeah, rotters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so move your unit into my hex.
On top.
Nerd is saying that happens before that would happen before because part of the activation marker adjustment.
You mean the feint?
Yeah, so before we did the result of the fire, after you saw the fire coming in,
Oh yeah.
I believe you could have called it off there instead of feint.
Yep.
But I wouldn't have known that because
Yeah, that's
You would know how much fire's coming in on you. You would do it before you resolve.
because I'd have gone. Look, I got a +2 here. It's all dodgy. Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, I got 2 + 2s, not just one.
Yeah.
Well, let's go through the assault because I think it's a learning, and then this will probably end the turn. We'll end the turn here. So
You have to go in and call it off.
So I move on top of you.
Yes.
Get rid of the fire marker. Get rid of the fire markers. We don't need them.
Go. Got it.
Okay, Ruff. We're going to go over to the assault resolution.
The active player determines the order in which assaults are resolved.
Yeah,
we only got one assault,
we
so
only have one, so I would imagine you're probably going to pick that one.
Right. Sorry. Yes.
Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to.
Sorry about the dog barking. There's somebody at the door at this
my
time.
bird was squealing earlier, so it's not a big deal.
The assaulted player, what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll a 10-sided die on this assault resolution table, and we're gonna have some modifiers to that die roll, and then we're gonna read the result. Okay. So the first thing we're gonna look up is cohesion differential.
Oh, blimey.
What is your cohesion of your unit compared to his unit?
Now, is that cohesion or is that the assault factors?
No, that is cohesion differential.
Okay.
Right?
My cohesion.
Assaulting, regrouping, defender, neutral. One, defender, partner, defender, participating.
Oh, yes, I see it. Yeah.
Hang on just a second. Let's make sure we're doing it right.
So I'll drink the beer. Cheers, everyone.
14.2a. Okay, provide both forces contain at least one common.
So the cohesion differential is
Yeah,
my,
that is the
my
cohesion.
cohesion minus your cohesion, yeah?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's how I think of it.
Yeah. So that's a +1 because you have a higher cohesion than I do. So that's good.
But
Assaulting
the assault number come into this.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Right.
Okay. So the next one would be assaulting a regrouping force, which it is not. Defender is in a rural building, IP, or behind a wall. I'm not in a rural building. I'm in a wooden building.
Well, it says It says defender in a rural stone or wooden building hex.
Yeah, you are in a rural wooden building.
Okay, so that's a 1.
So that cancels that out, then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No, that's
why I'm like.
So my differential is 1.
Each player determines a total result value of their forces by totaling the assault values of the units participating in the assault. So you're both gonna do your each
Right,
player
I get you. Yeah.
the assault value modified table implies all actual results to determine the net assault value for their force. The final die roll is determined by subtracting the defender's net value from the attackers.
Right, my attack value, my value is 1, isn't it? Because I've got a cohesion differential of 1.
And you
now you have to work. None of those others apply to me, I don't think. So you now work out yours. Yeah.
You also have 1 for your blue number. You have a 1 +1 for your cohesion. Your assault value is 2.
2, right? Okay. Now you work yours out. And we take 1 away from the other. Yeah.
And Tony's got 2 + 1 for the building.
Yep, because I'm in a rural building.
And -1 for cohesion differential.
Okay, so I would have a 3, then back to a 2.
So you're both, it's even.
Okay.
Right?
Well, Nerdy's saying -1 for me, but
Tony has 3, Ruff has 2. So he has 1.
He has 1 for cohesion.
Yep.
He's got 1 for his firepower.
2.
And that's all I see for Ruff.
So that's correct. I have 2. Yes.
Yep.
Tony has 2, 3, -1 for 2.
Yeah, because he's only got he loses -1 for his cohesion.
No, we're missing something.
Isn't Tony's cohesion differential -1?
Yeah, he's a 5 and you're a 6.
So he's -1. Do you take both of them? Yeah.
Disrupted or anything?
No, I'm not disrupted. There's nothing for disruption. So it should be a 2 because of the cohesion. So I'm a 2.
Thanks, David.
1 for the building. Tony had a 2 and 1 for the building, but my cohesion is a -1.
So that brings you back down to 2 again.
Cohesion differential.
He's saying you had 3.
Tony, what about cohesion differential?
Yeah, there's cohesion differential.
What about the cohesion differential
Yeah,
now?
it's even. It's 2-2.
All right, David. I'm being mullered here, but it's great fun.
I have 2-2.
Oh, wait. No. It doesn't apply. If applicable, the difference is applied to a positive AVM to the force with the better cohesion. So I don't get the cohesion.
No. Nerdy's just said it. I think the one that has the best, that's the one that takes it. Yeah.
Yep.
Got it.
Gotcha. So it is. I have a 3. You have a 2. So it is a net 1 overall.
It's a net -1.
-1. Yes. Thank you. Net -1.
You mean a -1 for me? Yeah.
Yep, you're gonna roll a 10-sided die and -1 from it.
So I need a high. Yeah.
You want high.
Thanks, Nerdy. We got there in the end, matey. We got there. We need a. Yeah. This game is hard, nerd. Here we go. Come on. Positive thinks. 6 -1 is 5.
Okay, so 2 to 5.
2 to
So
5.
we'll read this together. Oh, let me pull this up. I don't know why I don't have it up.
Where is it?
Assault. Here we go. 2 to 5.
So number 1's not going to apply.
Yep, because it's not.
Number 2 is not going to apply. Number 3, attacking and defending riders not going to apply. Number 4 is going to apply. Attacker retreats. Retreating non-vehicle unit conducts a cohesion check.
And it's 2 hexes, right, for the retreat?
2 to
2 to 4. 2 to 4.
4.
Yeah, 2 to 4. So,
Okay.
Ruff, you got to do a cohesion check.
So sorry, yeah, I've just found the blooming table. Which one are we on?
2 to 5.
2 to 5. So it's not an urban assault. Not
No, the first 3 don't account.
Oh, actually 4, isn't it? So yes,
Yep.
I get you. Attacker retreats, retreating non-vehicular units. Cohesion check. Do I?
Oh, you retreat first, Nerd says. So go ahead and
yeah,
retreat first.
say retreat. How many do we retreat?
2 to 4.
2 to 4 hexes.
That's up to me, yeah?
Yep. Basically, you can send them back to the building.
Let me try and...
If you want,
I think so.
get rid of that assault. Now you have to make a cohesion check. And if
Oh,
if you fail it, you're gonna lose you have a casualty point.
Oh, 6 or less. Come on, I hate these dice, I tell you. Look at that.
See,
Look at
Okay, number 5. Check for leader or FT loss and
Mhm.
promotion points. We don't have any of that.
none of that. That's it.
Mark undisrupted attacking or defending non-vehicle for regrouping.
Which we're regrouping.
Mark them as regrouping.
So go ahead and mark your guys as regrouping.
in the house, yeah?
Yep. And that was
I got
just,
it.
that was just him, right? You're not regrouping, Tony.
No, it says attacking and defending. Mark
Oh, okay.
undisputed attacking / defending non-vehicles. So I have to do regrouping.
You're both regrouping.
It says attacking Mark undisrupted. I'm undisrupted. Ruff, you're not.
me. No, he says not me.
Yeah,
No, he
because
says
you're
not me.
disrupted. Got to read the whole thing.
Read all the words slowly and carefully.
Yep. I am regrouping because I'm not disrupted. You're disrupted, so you're not regrouping. Okay.
You're already in a state of
I'm already in the state.
regroup.
Okay. Okay, so assault is now done. So that was the first assault. What did you think, Ruff? Not too bad.
Not too bad. I've given you a little sting. You've got to regroup.
And I'd already disrupted you anyway, so.
Yeah, so I just had to move back. My only
Yeah.
problem is now this poor disrupted unit in J8 is
Yeah, but you got 2 guys that need to regroup.
I think we have to pull back and regroup and see what we can do.
Yep. Okay, no mortar. So Ruff, roll on the time lapse.
Time
Yep.
lapse. Right, here we go.
5 minutes, which makes sense. We did an assault, so 5 minutes. A little bit more action, so that makes
1,
sense.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's all very narrative. That's good.
Yep. Oh yeah, this game definitely has that narrative to it.
Oh,
And
crikey, yeah.
then we will hit the end turn button. And we are done. We are ready to start turn 17. We're 17 minutes in. So I'm going to go ahead and file this. And because we're 2 hours and 15 minutes in. So
It goes so quick.
yeah, well, we got in quite a few turns. So
I know,
it worked out.
nerd. Now I roll high when I need to. Go figure.
Rough.
But yeah.
17 minutes.
Well, did you enjoy that, Ruff?
No, I hated it.
Okay.
No, actually, it's so different. It is. It's just, it's brilliant. That, fighting formations I thoroughly enjoyed because it's so different. This is just bonkers.
One of the things that Mike Denson, the designer, says that his goal with the design of this game is to try to recreate unit behavior.
Yeah.
And when you kind of think of it in those terms,
It does in some ways, and I am biased because I love the game. It does in some ways remind me of Panzer Grenadier, in some ways.
The maneuvering and
Yeah,
you're not gonna
the chipping away and all that sort of thing.
try to get them disrupted before you assault them.
Yeah.
So,
but it's different.
Yeah. Well, I am going to tell you we won't be doing next Friday because I am at Scout Camp next week. So
you're a bit old for Scouts, aren't you?
Sean's going to Scout Camp. I'm going there for half a week as a leader.
Okay.
So yeah, I am a bit old for a Scout. I was a Scout when I was younger. So
yeah, sorry, I've got a mental image of you in shorts now. Stop it.
Once a Scout, always a Scout. Isn't that the Scout way?
What?
Once a Scout, always a Scout.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, because you just can't do the stuff you used to be able to do.
No,
you can't climb trees or run anymore. That's.
I was in Indian guides when I was a kid. I was like, I like the other side.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but
I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you to Ann Nerdy and everybody else that chipped in. Thank you for helping out. That was brilliant.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to continuing this, and me and Mike got to finish our game too because I'm on the other side on that one, and that one's coming down. I might be able to get that. I'm working my way around, kind of like what Ruff you were doing. I kind of did the same thing. I'm just working my way around. So,
but I've got the whole lot. I can't wait to and the expansion.
Tony, did you run by Ruff our conversation about?
No, I did not. Let's throw it at him right now.
Now what?
Let's do it.
A 4-person, so me, Mike, you, and Jester, doing a co-op Mr. President.
Bloody hell! Let me get the game first.
Well, when it comes out, we're talking later. Yeah,
we're going to get it within a week or two.
I hope so. I'm looking forward to it.
Yep.
I think it should.
And Ruff, you would be the president.
Right.
And we're your loving staff.
And you're my aides, are you?
We are. We're the ones in your ear telling that you're a horrible president all the time.
Worm tongue, all that sort of thing.
Yep.
Sounds brilliant.
Yeah,
again,
I think it'll be fun. I want to test it out because I want to use the game for my government class, and this will be a great test run.
You just want to use it to get your masters, don't you? That's what you want to do. I know. I've sussed you out, mate. But no, I think it'd be fun, and I agreed with Mike. I thought it was a good idea, and I know Jester would jump in on it too because he would.
I've already mentioned it to him, and he was all for it. He wanted me to run it by you guys.
Yep. Yeah, we're good to go on that one for sure. So we could use anything. We can use the tabletop simulator, or we could use Vassal because there's a new Vassal module.
We'll use Vassal. It's really good.
Okay, cool. Also, it doesn't suck up like tabletop simulator is a beast on my computer.
That just uses everything, doesn't it? You have trouble with that. Now, do I have to really know the game, or am I just a figurehead like the Queen, and you tell me how to play it?
No, we'll tell you what. We'll advise you.
Ruff, you have your advisors. That's what we're there for.
Yeah, but what happens if there's like a dodgy advisor, dodgy aide that has different?
It may happen. We may have a scandal on one of us. It happens.
Yeah. Yep. And the other thing is, remember, if anything goes wrong, it's your fault. You're the president.
And it stops here, doesn't it? The buck. Yep. Sounds great. But yeah, really appreciate it.
I'll tell you, just looking at my statistics, everybody's getting excited. I'm getting more people watching our playthrough, Mike.
Yeah, you see the what is it? Tactical? What is it called? Legendary Tactics.
Yeah,
has a whole series out right now. They are deep in it.
What into what?
GMT sent them advanced copies of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, what, to Mr. President? Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing.
Yeah, everybody's going to be watching everything on YouTube because they know it's gonna turn up very soon. So
It's going to be one of those happiest and worst days of my life coming up real soon.
So,
be
well, Mike, thanks. I'm gonna have to go get kids dinner and myself dinner, but thanks. I appreciate you jumping in. And when we start back up, maybe on I think June 30th is the next Friday. We'll have you back in, and maybe we can finish this up that Thursday, that 30th, and you can read the rules now. And I agree with you on that. After you play, a lot of times it's easier to read the rules and you catch up.
The rules will make sense to you.
because I now know what the thing's talking about, whereas before it's all sort of blah blah, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean, David. Yeah. Get out.
Yeah.
Right. So we got tomorrow. We've got the War Room.
War Room's on my channel tomorrow. We're gonna have the recently married Tweez. Tweezer's gonna be on tomorrow.
Tweezer's on, yeah.
Yep.
Have we got a title, subject, or?
I like to wing it with you and Tweez because we never know what we're gonna get into. But
I'll have
how many more tactical games do we need?
I have over/under for recipes at an hour and 7 minutes.
Yeah. Anything can happen, especially with me and Tweez because we're bonkers.
And I'm taking the under.
Yes, I'm going to stop them before they can get done with recipe. Before we start, I'll be like, as soon as somebody says a food, I'm like, nope. I'll just start drinking insulated growlers.
No beans and chili.
Yeah, no growler mentions. Yeah, none of that nonsense. But yeah, it'll be fun, and I'm pleased everybody enjoyed me muddling through, and you guys, helped me out. That was good fun.
Nerd says, and the shorts don't fit. Like, not only am I going to get
come
shorts,
on, not too much. Now it's in my head.
Not anymore.
And of course, Nerd will ask about food tomorrow. Yep. And Gareth says plenty of good eating and food tips, cooking tips. So we'll be on my show. We'll be on my channel 4 to 6 tomorrow. 9
to 11 proper time.
Yep, the normal time. As Tweez says, what is a normal show?
Yeah, that's right.
We don't have our normal is abnormal. So maybe it is normal.
Somebody else's show.
Yeah.
So, well, thanks a lot, guys, and we'll see you guys next time. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for jumping in, and we'll talk to you later.
See you guys.
Thanks, everyone. Mwah.